Welcome back to the Expensive Coins History channel, where coins speak history and pennies could be worth a fortune. In this video, we're going to explore one of the most fascinating modern coin anomalies, the 1990 Lincoln 1-cent penny, specifically the incredibly rare proof variety that was struck without a mint mark. This is not just a story of copper and zinc. It's a tale of oversight, rarity, and the relentless passion of collectors. Whether you're a seasoned numismatist or just stumbled upon a 1990 penny in your pocket change, you're about to discover how one small coin could be worth thousands, and why it continues to capture headlines and hearts in the collector world well into 2025. The Lincoln cent has been in continuous production since 1909. First issued to honor the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth, it was the first regular issue U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Over time, its design evolved from the classic wheat reverse to the iconic Lincoln Memorial, which was introduced in 1959. By 1990, the Lincoln Memorial reverse was a familiar sight, with billions of cents produced annually. Most of these coins were mass-produced and circulated widely, holding little more than face value. But even among billions, mistakes happen. And in the world of coin collecting, mistakes are what make legends. Every U.S. coin features a mint mark, identifying where it was produced. In 1990, 3 mints were producing Lincoln cents: Philadelphia, which traditionally omitted a mint mark on circulating coins; Denver, marked with a D; San Francisco, which produced special proof coins marked with an S. Proof coins are not made for circulation. They are struck with extra care and detail, usually featuring mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs. These are sold directly to collectors and never intended for public use. So when a San Francisco proof coin appears with no mint mark, that is, completely missing the S, something significant has occurred. In 1990, a small number of proof Lincoln cents were struck without the S mint mark. This wasn't just a smudge or a faded impression. It was completely absent. What happened was simple yet extraordinary. A proof die, the steel tool used to strike coins, was prepared without the mint mark. That die was used to strike a limited number of proof pennies at the San Francisco Mint before the error was discovered. It's important to understand that this error could not happen during regular Philadelphia circulation production. A no-mint mark penny from Philadelphia is ordinary. But a proof penny with no mint mark, struck with proof characteristics, clearly originated from San Francisco, and that makes it a minting error of major significance. Only a tiny number of these error coins escaped into official proof sets before the mistake was caught. Today, these are known as the 1990 no-mint mark proof Lincoln cents, and they are among the rarest modern proof coins ever produced in the United States. Let's talk about identification. Many people find 1990 pennies without a mint mark and wonder if they have the rare coin. But in most cases, they're looking at regular circulation coins from Philadelphia. These are extremely common and hold minimal value. The true rarity lies in proof coins with no mint mark. Here are the defining characteristics: mirror-like surfaces. A genuine proof coin will reflect light like a mirror. The fields are polished, smooth, and deeply lustrous. Frosted design elements, Lincoln's bust, the lettering, and other raised details appear frosty and sharp, crisp edges. The rim will be squared and very well defined. No mint mark below the date. This is what makes the coin rare. All 1990 proof pennies from San Francisco should have an S. If it's missing and the coin is proof quality, it could be one of the extremely rare no S proofs. To be absolutely sure, any suspected no S proof penny should be authenticated and graded by a professional grading service. Regular 1990 Philadelphia cents, no mint mark. These are mass-produced coins. Unless they are in uncirculated, high-grade condition, they are worth 1 cent. Even in mint state, most bring only a small premium. Some high-end examples in pristine red condition have sold for several dollars, but nothing close to the rare proof point 1990 Denver Mint cents, D, similar to Philadelphia cents. These are widely available. Only examples in the highest mint state grades, such as MS 68 or higher, bring any notable value, sometimes reaching the low hundreds. 1990 San Francisco proof cents, S. These are collector proof coins and were sold in sealed proof sets. They typically range from a few dollars to a couple hundred, depending on condition, cameo contrast, and grading. 1990 no mint mark proof cents. The rarity this is where values skyrocket. As of 2025, this coin continues to be one of the most valuable modern pennies in existence. Values depend heavily on condition and grading. Coins graded PR 69 with deep cameo finish often command between $6,000 and $10,000. The few known examples in perfect PR 70 condition have set auction records north of $20,000. Even lower grade examples, if authentic, are worth thousands. This isn't just a collector's piece, it's an investment grade asset, because it represents the rarest type of mistake, one that slipped past the mint's strictest quality control. Proof coins are inspected more rigorously than any others. When an error happens at this level, and only a few survive, the result is a coin that becomes legendary. It also symbolizes the detective spirit of numismatics. It reminds us that even in modern times, when minting is digital and precise, human error can still create mystery and value. For collectors, it offers both a challenge and a reward, a reason to keep looking, keep searching, keep learning. If you believe you found a 1990 penny with no mint mark, don't panic, and don't rush to sell it. Here's what to do: examine the coin under good lighting. Look for proof features like mirrored surfaces and frosted devices. Compare it with known images of proof coins and regular strikes. Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy its value. Send it to a reputable third-party grading company for professional authentication and grading. Once confirmed, consult with an experienced coin dealer or auction house to determine the best method of sale, whether private sale, auction, or long-term investment holding. In the world of coin collecting, treasures are often hidden in plain sight. The 1990 no mint mark proof Lincoln cent is a shining example, born from a mistake, elevated by rarity, and preserved by those who appreciate the small pieces of history in their hands. We're taking an in-depth look at a modern coin with surprising value, the 1992 D Lincoln cent. What appears to be an ordinary 1-cent coin could actually be worth thousands of dollars, thanks to a rare variation known as the close AM. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, how much these coins are worth in 2025, and why this small cent has become one of the most talked about modern coins in numismatic circles. The Lincoln cent has been a cornerstone of American coinage since 1909, featuring the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln. In 1992, the Denver Mint produced over 4 billion Lincoln cents, making the 1992 D penny seem incredibly common at first glance, but hidden within this massive mintage is a rare era variety that has captured the attention of collectors and investors alike. The 1992 D penny, when struck with an incorrect reverse die, became the center of one of the most intriguing modern coin stories of our time. To understand how and why, we need to talk about what makes the close AM variety so special. Let's get technical. The design on the reverse of the Lincoln Memorial cent changed subtly over the years. From 1988 through 1992, regular business strike coins were intended to have wide spacing between the letters A and M in the word America. These are known as wide AM coins. However, in 1993, the U.S. Mint introduced a new reverse design with the letters A and M in America placed much closer together, almost touching. This was originally only meant for use on proof coins, which are specially made for collectors, What happened in 1992, however, was a production oversight. A small number of regular business strike pennies, specifically from the Denver Mint, were mistakenly struck using the 1993 reverse proof die. This created what we now call the close AM variety. In essence, the coin features the wrong reverse design for the year. The rarity comes down to die mixing errors. The U.S. Mint was transitioning die designs, and in that shuffle, a proof die found its way into regular circulation striking. Since this wasn't intentional, very few 1992 D close AM pennies were minted. As of today, only a handful of these coins have been discovered and authenticated. It is estimated that fewer than 20 examples of the 1992 D close AM penny are known to exist in all grades. The odds of finding one in circulation are incredibly slim, but not impossible. What makes these coins even more valuable is their condition. Higher grade examples that have not been heavily circulated can command massive premiums from collectors and investors. A typical 1992 D penny with the common wide AM reverse is worth only face value if it's circulated, and perhaps a few dollars in uncirculated condition. These are the pennies you'll find by the handful in change jars and bank rolls. However, if you happen to come across the rare close AM variety, even in a moderately circulated condition, you're looking at a value ranging from a few $1,000s to well over $10,000 depending on the grade. In 2025, the current market price for a certified 1992 D close AM penny in mint state condition can range between $7,000 and $12,000. Higher grade coins with full red coloration and minimal blemishes can exceed $15,000 at auction, with the finest known examples commanding well over $20,000. What's even more exciting is that some lower grade specimens, those found in pocket change with moderate wear, can still sell for $2,000 to $5,000 simply due to their rarity. Now you might be wondering, how do I tell if I have the close AM variety? It's surprisingly simple, but it does require a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe for best results. Step 1. Flip the coin over and examine the word America. On most 1992 D pennies, the space between the A and the M is clearly visible. That's the wide AM. But on the close AM variety, the letters are so close they nearly touch. Step 2. Check the designer's initials, FG, which stand for Frank Gasparo. On a close AM reverse, the initials are spaced farther away from the base of the Lincoln Memorial than on a wide AM coin. Step 3. Verify the mint mark. You are specifically looking for a 1992 penny with the D mint mark under the date. That means it was struck at the Denver Mint. Combine that with the close AM reverse and you may have struck gold. If you believe you found a 1992 D close AM penny, the next step is to get it authenticated and graded by a reputable third-party grading service such as PCGS or NGC. These services will examine the coin under magnification, confirm the variety, assign a numerical grade based on its condition, and encapsulate it in a tamper-proof holder. Grading is essential for maximizing the coin's value. For example, a coin graded MS-63 might be worth several $1,000s, while that same variety in MS-66 could fetch double or triple the price. Collectors and investors heavily rely on the grade when making purchasing decisions. It also brings credibility to your coin if you plan to sell it or display it in a high-end collection. The 1992 D close AM penny has become a holy grail of sorts for modern coin collectors. Not only is it a die variety resulting from a significant transitional error, but it also represents a challenge. Few examples exist, and even fewer are found in pristine condition. It combines all the elements of a perfect collectible: low survival rate, high demand, historical intrigue, and incredible potential value. For many collectors, the thrill of the hunt is what makes this coin so exciting. Knowing that a multi-thousand-dollar coin might still be hiding in a penny roll or a change jar is what keeps people searching. From an investment perspective, modern coin varieties like the 1992 D-AM continue to gain traction. As more collectors enter the hobby and awareness of this coin increases, demand is rising, especially for top-grade certified examples. The market for rare Lincoln cents is strong, and the 1992 D-AM is viewed as a long-term hold by many investors. With such a small population known, prices are likely to appreciate steadily, particularly as new collectors become educated about its rarity and as existing coins remain tightly held by dedicated numismatists. If you're fortunate enough to own one, holding onto it could prove to be a wise decision. So let's recap. The 1992 D-Lincoln cent is generally common, but a small number were struck with a close AM reverse intended for proof coins. This unintentional variety has become one of the most valuable modern coins in circulation. In 2025, certified examples can fetch anywhere from several $1,000s to more than $20,000 depending on grade. Be sure to examine your coins closely. Look for the telltale signs, the nearly touching A and M in America, and the designer initials placed further from the Lincoln Memorial base. If you find one, get it graded immediately. You could be holding a hidden treasure. The 1997 D-Lincoln Memorial 1-cent penny. You may think a penny minted in the late 90s is too modern to be interesting. But stay with us. Because behind this small copper-coated coin lies a fascinating tale of mass production, subtle rarities, hidden errors, and potential treasure for those who know what to look for. The Lincoln cent was introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. This was a groundbreaking move. For the first time in U.S. history, a real person's portrait appeared on circulating American coinage. The original Lincoln wheat cent design endured until 1958. In 1959, to mark Lincoln's 150th birthday and the 50th anniversary of the penny itself, the reverse was changed from wheat ears to the Lincoln Memorial, a tribute that remained on the coin until 2008. Fast forward to 1997. America was on the brink of a new millennium. The U.S. Mint, equipped with advanced high-speed presses and modern die technology, was producing billions of pennies each year. That year, the Denver Mint struck over 4.5 billion pennies with the D Mint mark stamped beneath the date. Although the coin was mass-produced and seemingly unremarkable at first glance, not all 1997 D pennies are created equal. The 1997 D Lincoln penny is made from a zinc core with a thin layer of copper. This copper-plated zinc composition, weighing 2.5 grams, replaced the older 95% copper alloy in 1982 due to rising metal costs. On the obverse, the right-facing bust of President Abraham Lincoln remains a symbol of national integrity and leadership. The inscriptions include, "In God We Trust," arching along the top edge, "Liberty," to the left, and the date, 1997, to the right, followed by the all-important D Mint mark, identifying it as a product of the Denver Mint. The reverse features a detailed rendering of the Lincoln Memorial. Look closely and you can even see the seated statue of Lincoln inside the monument, an impressive level of intricacy for a 1-cent coin. Above the structure is the phrase, "United States of America." Below it is the denomination, 1 cent, and between them rests the enduring motto, E pluribus unum. In circulated condition, most 1997 D Lincoln cents are worth just their face value, 1 cent. They're found by the handful in change jars, drawers, and couch cushions across America. However, uncirculated coins, especially those in pristine mint state condition, tell a different story. Coins are graded on the Sheldon scale, which ranges from 1 to 70. The higher the grade, the sharper the details, the stronger the luster, and the fewer contact marks or blemishes. A 1997 D penny graded MS-60 or MS-61 may only bring a few cents above face value. But those that climb into MS-65 or MS-66 can fetch higher premiums, often selling for a few dollars, especially if they exhibit full red color and clean surfaces. Coins graded MS-67 and above become significantly rarer. Fewer high-grade examples survive due to poor handling during storage and transport. A bright, lustrous 1997 D penny in MS-68 or even MS-69 condition could be valued at hundreds of dollars by collectors, due to scarcity in that pristine state. What makes the 1997 D penny particularly intriguing is not just its sheer volume or condition-based value, but the rare and sometimes dramatic minting errors that have surfaced over the years. One of the most famous and valuable is the double die variety. In this type of error, the design appears to be double due to a misalignment in the die hubbing process. Specifically, there are reports of a doubled ear on Lincoln's profile on the obverse of certain 1997 D pennies. If you see what looks like an extra outline or shadow behind Lincoln's ear, you could be holding a small fortune. This particular double die variety is rare, and examples in high mint state condition are incredibly desirable. Such an error, especially graded at MS-65 or higher, could be worth thousands, or even more, depending on appeal and demand in the collector market. Other error types found on 1997 D pennies include off-center strikes, die cracks, broad strikes, and coins struck on misaligned or defective planchets. These error coins range in value from just a few dollars to several hundred, depending on the severity, visibility, and uniqueness of the error. Then there are coins with repunched mint marks, where the D appears to have been struck more than once in a slightly different position. These subtle varieties can be easily missed by the untrained eye but are sought after by specialized collectors. As of 2025, interest in Lincoln cents remains strong. With the increasing popularity of coin collecting fueled by online communities, auction platforms, and educational content, more people are becoming aware of the hidden gems in everyday pocket change. For modern-era pennies like the 1997 D, the key factors driving value are condition, rarity of die variety, and error prominence. Certified coins, particularly those graded and encapsulated by professional grading services such as PCGS or NGC, command the highest prices. Collectors trust the grades assigned by these services and are willing to pay a premium for verified condition and authenticity. While millions of these pennies exist in lower grades, coins in MS-67 and higher make up a tiny fraction of the total surviving population. Add an error or rare variety to that equation, and you have a coin that could be worth significantly more than its face value. Always check for errors. Use a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Look closely at Lincoln's ear, the mint mark, and the lettering for any signs of doubling or distortion. Pay attention to color. Collectors favor red examples, especially for post-1982 zinc cents. Red coins exhibit original mint luster and have not been exposed to circulation or toning. Handle with care. Even small scratches or blemishes can drastically lower a coin's grade and market value. Always handle coins by the edge and store them in protective holders. Consider certification. If you believe you found a high grade or error coin, having it graded by a reputable service can significantly increase its value and marketability. Stay informed. The coin market is constantly evolving. What may seem like an ordinary coin today could rise in value tomorrow due to increased demand, new discoveries, or changing trends in the hobby. In most cases, it's worth 1 cent. But in the world of numismatics, even the most common coin can hide incredible value. Whether it's a near-perfect uncirculated specimen, a dramatic double die, or a subtle mint error, there are countless reasons to take a second look at your pocket change. The 1997 D penny represents more than just a monetary unit. it's a piece of American craftsmanship, a symbol of history, and, occasionally, a surprisingly valuable collectible. The 1998 No Mint Mark issue. Whether you are a seasoned coin collector or a casual enthusiast, this video will provide a comprehensive understanding of the history, rarity, grading, and market value of the 1998 Lincoln penny in today's numismatic landscape. The Lincoln cent is one of the most recognizable coins in the United States. First introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Over the decades, the design has undergone various changes, but since 1959, the reverse has prominently featured the Lincoln Memorial. By 1998, the Lincoln penny was well into its classic memorial reverse era, with hundreds of millions of coins produced annually to meet the demands of everyday commerce. The 1998 Lincoln cent was struck primarily at two mints, the Philadelphia Mint and the Denver Mint. The Philadelphia Mint coins are distinguished by the absence of a mint mark, which is the case for the No Mint Mark 1998 pennies we are discussing today. Denver coins carry a D mint mark on the obverse, just below the date. The Philadelphia Mint struck over 5 billion pennies in 1998 alone, making this particular issue one of the most common Lincoln cents ever produced. Despite this massive production, subtle variations and mint errors make some specimens more valuable than others. A standard 1998 Lincoln penny features the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln facing right on the obverse, with the inscriptions "Liberty" to the left and the year 1998 to the right. Below the date on Denver minted coins, you will find the D mint mark. However, Philadelphia minted coins bear no mint mark, which has sometimes caused confusion but simply denotes their origin. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial in exquisite detail, with "United States of America" arched across the top, the motto "E pluribus unum" centered above the memorial, and 1 cent below the image. Because of the overwhelming number of these coins struck, most 1998 pennies remain in circulation and are worth face value. However, collectors seek out specific variations, mint errors, and uncirculated specimens that offer premium value. The 1998 No Mint Mark penny is not rare by standard definitions. With over 5 billion struck at Philadelphia, this coin is abundant and commonly found in everyday change. However, within the massive mintage exist subtle varieties that collectors prize. Most notably, a variety known as the wide AM error stands out. This error refers to the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side. Normally, the letters are spaced closely together, but in the wide AM variety, the spacing is noticeably greater due to the use of a different reverse die. This occurred when proof dies were inadvertently used for business strikes, creating a distinct and collectible variety. While wide AM pennies are scarce relative to the billions of regular issues, they are not exceedingly rare. Collectors value these coins more for their uniqueness than for absolute rarity. The wide AM variety can be worth from a few dollars in circulated condition to significantly more when uncirculated or professionally graded. Condition plays a crucial role in a coin's value. Lincoln pennies are graded on a scale from poor to mint state, the latter meaning nowhere in essentially pristine condition as if freshly minted. Circulated pennies that have signs of wear are generally worth face value. Uncirculated coins retain original mint luster and no wear, with varying quality from MS60 to MS70. MS60 to MS64 grades are commonly found and valued slightly above face value. MS65 and higher are rarer and command higher premiums. MS67 and above examples are extremely rare for modern pennies and can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars, especially with strong red color and no blemishes. Red coloration, referred to as red or RD by collectors, indicates that the copper has not oxidized significantly and is highly desirable. Brown or RB, red-brown, Coins are less valuable. An MS69 RD 1998 no-mint mark penny is considered a top-tier collectible and may sell for thousands of dollars to dedicated Lincoln cent collectors. Beyond the wide AM, several other errors and varieties exist that can add value to a 1998 no-mint mark penny. Double die errors. Some pennies exhibit doubling of letters or design features due to a misalignment of the coin die during production. These are more visible on the obverse, affecting the date or lettering, such as Liberty. While not common in 1998 pennies, any such example can fetch a premium. Off-center strikes. These occur when the coin is not properly aligned in the press, resulting in partial or incomplete designs. Minor off-center errors are worth a few dollars, but significant offsets with intact dates and features can be quite valuable. Die cracks and clashes. Some coins may display small cracks in the dies or clash marks where dies impact each other improperly. While not necessarily rare, well-defined die cracks add interest for collectors and can raise the coin's value marginally. Double rim or broad-struck errors. These are rarer and often command a higher market price, though they are less commonly reported on the 1998 no-mint mark penny. In 2025, the typical 1998 no-mint mark penny remains a 1-cent coin in everyday circulation. Millions still circulate widely, and their intrinsic copper content is minimal compared to current copper prices, so their melt value is negligible. However, the value skyrockets for coins that are uncirculated and free of defects. Commonly, an uncirculated MS63 coin can be worth around 10 cents to a few dollars depending on market interest and collector demand. Coins graded MS65 or better may fetch $10 to $50. Highly graded specimens, particularly MS68 to MS70 with full red luster and no scratches, sell in the hundreds to thousands of dollars range. For example, coins graded MS69 RD have been known to sell for several $1,000s at auction, demonstrating strong collector demand. The wide AM variety has gained consistent attention in recent years, commanding a premium of $10 to $30 in circulated condition and more when mint state. Professional grading significantly impacts the market price, with MS67 and above specimens sometimes reaching nearly four-figure prices. If you own a 1998 no-mint mark penny and are curious about its potential value, here are some steps to take. Examine the coin's condition carefully. Look for signs of wear, scratches, or discoloration. Uncirculated coins shine brighter and have sharper details. Check for the wide AM variety by comparing the spacing of the letters A and M in America on the reverse side. If the spacing is noticeably wider, it may be a valuable error coin. Look for other mint errors, such as doubling, off-center strikes, or die cracks. These will typically increase value. Consider professional grading if you suspect your coin is in exceptional condition or contains a notable variety. Grading by respected companies like PCGS or NGC will authenticate your coin and may boost its market value significantly. Stay updated on market trends by monitoring recent auction results and price guides, as the value of collectible coins can fluctuate with collector interest, despite its enormous mintage and common status. The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny remains a fascinating piece of American coinage. Its long history, accessibility, and the presence of subtle varieties and error coins make it a worthwhile item for both beginners and experienced collectors. Collecting these pennies offers a way to engage with U.S. history, understand coin minting processes, and discover the thrill of uncovering a potentially valuable coin hiding in plain sight. The 1998 no-mint mark Lincoln penny is a coin that is ubiquitous yet full of surprises. Most examples are worth their face value, but carefully preserved specimens and rare varieties can command prices from modest premiums to thousands of dollars in today's market. If you enjoy the world of coin collecting, the 1998 Lincoln cent provides an excellent opportunity to learn about coin grading, error varieties, and market dynamics, all while holding a tangible piece of American heritage. The 2019 Abraham Lincoln 1-cent penny, specifically the no-mint mark variety, struck at the Philadelphia Mint. While at first glance this penny may seem like just another ordinary coin destined to disappear in circulation, its story, production, rarity factors, and current market value make it far more fascinating than its humble face value suggests. The Lincoln penny has been an enduring symbol of American coinage since its inception in 1909, honoring the 16th President of the United States, Abraham Lincoln. By 2019, the penny had undergone numerous design changes, composition shifts, and minting advances, but its fundamental identity remained intact: a small copper-coated zinc disc bearing the unmistakable profile of Lincoln on the obverse and the Union shield on the reverse. The 2019 penny belongs to the modern era of Lincoln cents, continuing the shield reverse design introduced in 2010 to symbolize national unity. This series marked a return to a more patriotic theme after decades of other reverse designs. By this time, the composition had settled firmly into the copper-plated zinc formula introduced in 1982, a practical change to reduce production costs. In 2019, the Philadelphia Mint produced a staggering quantity of Lincoln pennies, over 3.5 billion coins. Philadelphia strikes are unique in that they bear no mint mark, distinguishing them from coins struck in Denver, which carry a D mint mark, or special collectors' coins struck at West Point with a W mint mark. This immense production volume means that the 2019 no mint mark penny is, by sheer numbers, one of the most common coins in circulation. Consequently, most 2019 pennies remain in everyday hands, many showing the wear and tear typical of circulated coins. The penny's composition is primarily zinc, accounting for approximately 97.5%, coated with a thin layer of copper. This combination gives the coin its characteristic reddish appearance when new, although over time, exposure to air and handling can darken and dull the surface. The obverse design features a detailed portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right, accompanied by inscriptions that include, "In God We Trust," along the top rim, "Liberty," on the left side, and the date, 2019, on the right. The reverse design is a stylized Union shield, a symbol of America's unity and strength, with 13 vertical stripes representing the original colonies, capped by a horizontal bar inscribed with "E pluribus unum," meaning "out of many, one." The inscriptions, "United States of America," and "1 cent" also appear prominently. First and foremost is the condition of the coin. Circulated coins, showing signs of wear and loss of luster, generally hold no value above face, typically trading for a penny. However, uncirculated coins, particularly those exhibiting a bright red or red-brown color, designations known as RD and RB respectively in numismatic grading, may command modest premiums. These coins have escaped circulation and retain their original mint luster, making them attractive for collectors and investors. More importantly, some rare high-grade specimens graded by professional services can command surprisingly high prices. In recent years, uncirculated 2019 Lincoln pennies graded MS-67 or higher, especially in full red condition, have sold at auctions for thousands of dollars, with some exceptional coins surpassing the $2,000 mark. Such high-grade coins are extraordinarily rare due to the large volume of pennies struck and the difficulty in preserving such pristine condition through handling and distribution. Another exciting aspect for collectors hunting the 2019 no mint mark penny is the potential for mint errors or varieties. These anomalies can include die cracks, double dies, off-center strikes, and planchet defects. While errors in modern pennies are less common than in older coins, they still occur and can dramatically increase a coin's value. Enthusiasts seek out any such anomalies in the 2019 pennies as they represent unique specimens differing from mass-produced regular issues. However, It is essential for collectors to authenticate these errors through reputable grading services to avoid misattributions or counterfeit issues. Fast forward to 2025, the 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln penny remains a fascinating case study in modern coin collecting. The market has evolved considerably as the United States Mint announced plans to discontinue penny production by early 2026 due to rising production costs and dwindling utility in commerce. This announcement has ignited renewed interest in recent penny issues, including the 2019 coin. As collectors anticipate the final run of these coins, demand for mint state, high-grade specimens has increased. Currently, circulated 2019 pennies trade at face value, remaining common and readily available. However, uncirculated coins in mint state grades such as MS63 or MS64 typically sell for 25 to 50 cents. Higher grades such as MS65 or MS66 can fetch from $1 to $10, depending on color designation and eye appeal. Exceptional MS67 or better examples can command prices in the hundreds or even low thousands, making the 2019 no-mint mark penny a surprisingly lucrative investment for those who manage to acquire such pristine specimens. As the penny nears the end of its long and storied history, coins like the 2019 no-mint mark Lincoln cent become both historical artifacts and potential investment opportunities for collectors. The keys to maximizing value lie in careful acquisition and preservation. Coins must be protected from damage, properly stored, and ideally submitted for professional grading to certify condition and authenticity. Additionally, collectors should watch for any emerging varieties or errors that could further enhance a coin's desirability. Staying abreast of numismatic news and market trends can also inform smart buying and selling decisions. The 2019 no-mint mark Abraham Lincoln penny, though produced in astronomical numbers and seemingly ordinary, encapsulates a rich narrative of American history, coinage evolution, and modern collecting dynamics. Its commonality in circulation belies the fact that pristine, high-grade examples have become coveted treasures in the numismatic community, commanding impressive premiums and signifying a final chapter in the penny's long journey. As production winds down and collectors increasingly seek to preserve this small but iconic piece of Americana, the 2019 Lincoln penny stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of Abraham Lincoln and the humble cent that bore his image for over a century. Thank you for joining this detailed exploration. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more insightful content about coins, history, and collecting. Until next time, keep your coins safe and your curiosity alive.